Greetings. I'm Dick Daly. I'm the pastor at Franktown United Methodist Church on the shore of Virginia. And we've got a study coming up that'll start next week, September 11, and run through October 23rd. And this study is about United Methodism, who we are, who we've been for 2.5 centuries. The name of it is United Methodism, the Church of the Warmed Heart, because basically that is who we have been. That's what we've tried to be. That was our model. And that, I think, is our expectation. And so recovering who we are and whose we are is vital to our study of what it means to recover and to be United Methodists. We're using a book by Bishop Max Stokes. It's called Major United Methodist Beliefs. It's written a long time ago. Bishop Stokes, I can't say he's a friend, but I did know him, and we knew him when he was a professor at Candler School of Theology, attached to Emory University in Atlanta. Then he was United Methodist bishop for 8 years in Mississippi. So he has a heart for Methodism, and he speaks in a really good language that we understand. It's comfortable, it's down to earth, it's practical. And though we're not going to word for word go through the book, but the book is available to you. If you'd like to purchase that book, it's like $9. If you'd like to purchase that ahead of time and use it as a reference, we'll give you references every study as to what pages we're referencing in the book, but it's not a necessity. It's a good book to have. It's better detailed than likely what you're going to get from me, but it does cover what we understand as United Methodism. And if you're here at Franktown Church, we'll have some available and you can share them. So please register that. The study really has to do about who we are and whose we are and why United Methodism has not just lasted for 250 years, it's prospered. There are 30, 60 million folks that have a Methodist connection around the world today. So it's not a fly by night. It has lasting power. St. Paul, in his letter, the second letter to young pastor Timothy, who was struggling with what it meant to be a pastor in a society that was going through flux. Well, that sounds kind of like what we're going through too. And we as United Methodists have always embraced folks who are over here and over here, and a whole lot of us in the middle. But we allow folks to be themselves, to love one another, because that's the key. We learn how to love one another. St. Paul said, and right at the very beginning of his letter to Timothy, it says, I'm reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, and now I'm sure dwells in you. And hence I remind you to rekindle the gift of God that is within you through the laying on of my hands. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power and love and self-control. Those are vitally important for us, not just in this study, but for our lives. As Paul guides us in our deliberations as to this church of the warmed heart concept. We'll go through 6 specific lessons to talk about who we are and what is vitally important. We are the creature of one book, and the creature is this beautiful thing that's called the United Methodist. And that one book is the Bible. And that will be our starting point, our ending point, our power, our fuel. It'll be our goal to know and to live out that love experience. If you want to meet this challenge, join us. We'll have 7 specific lessons. The first will be an introduction and a gift. It'll be likely a little bit shorter than the others. The others will be content that will deal with the heart of Methodism, the fire of United Methodism, the spirit of United Methodism, the mission of United Methodism, the faith of United Methodism, and the mission and the message. And so it's a good study. I think that will be helpful for all of us to reflect better on who we are as United Methodists as we look to what our future is going to be. And at least this gives us the foundation block for who we've been and a starting point for where we want to go from here. So thank you for staying with it. There'll be more and specific directions as to how we go on in the future through this study, but also the study itself in each of these parts. So tune in and stay with us. Be here, be with us. Keep us in prayer for sure, because that's what we need. Thank you. God bless.